Welcome back to Data in Action. Today, we are exploring the realm of data orchestration, and I'm thrilled to be joined by Maxim Rybczynski, a data architect at NIX with deep expertise in designing scalable and robust data platforms on AWS.
Happy to be here, Rostislav.
So, to kick things off, when should teams use step functions and when managed workflows for Apache Airflow?
That's the core question, and it really comes down to event-driven versus time-driven workflows. Step function excels in event-driven serverless architectures. Think of a pipeline that need to react instantly to something happening in your AWS environment. For example, any file lands in S3, a database record changed, or a user sign up. These are perfect triggers, and step functions effectively coordinate serverless components, including Lambda, Fargate, and various AWS APIs. If your goal is highly responsive, scalable workflow that you want to set and forget, step function is your ideal choice.
But what if your workflow isn't about reacting to events in real time, and instead involves complex scheduled batch jobs for some dependencies?
That's where managed workflows for Apache Airflow, or MWAA, comes as an undisputed champion of complex, time-based batch processing. If you have hundreds of jobs with complicated dependencies where, for example, job D can only run after A and B, and job E runs after D, but only in the last day of the month, that's Airflow bread and butter. It builds for the traditional data warehousing ETL, complex data science model training schedules, and through situations where you have a large established set of data tasks that you need to run on a predictable, repetitive schedule. So, put it simply, step functions sync real-time reactions and serverless coordination. MWAA sync complex batch scheduling and dependency management.
Yes, it really helps verify when to use which. Now, let's talk about the bottom line. How does the cost model of step functions and MWAA compare under different loads?
The cost model are fundamentally different, and the best choice depends entirely on your workload pattern. Step function has a purely pay-per-use serverless model. You are charged for each state transition within your workflow. If your pipeline runs once a day, you pay for the single execution. If it doesn't run at all, you pay nothing. It makes it incredibly cost-effective for infrequent, sporadic, and unpredictable workloads. However, if you have a pipeline running thousands of tasks every minute, those state transition costs can add up quickly.
This pay-as-you-go model sounds very great for low-volume tasks. But what if your workload is opposite, constant and high volume?
This is where MWAA provisioned cost model comes into play. With MWAA, you pay an hourly fee for the managed environment itself, regardless of whether you or your pipelines, or DAX, are running. You also pay for the worker nodes and the database the Airflow uses. This creates a baseline cost, making it less economical and for infrequent jobs. However, once that environment is running, you can execute a massive number of tasks and complex workflows without increasing additional orchestration costs. It makes it more cost-effective for high-frequently, constant, and predictable heavy-duty workloads. So the rules of thumb is low and sporadic load, step function is almost always cheaper. High and constant loads, MWAA became more economical as you amortize the cost of the provisioned environment over many, many tasks.
Okay, that's a crucial breakdown for budgeting and planning. However, when it comes to managing all the services day by day,
how do step functions and MWAA compare in operational overhead?
It's a great question. The key difference is serverless versus managed. Step function is truly serverless service with virtually zero operational overhead. You had only responsible for your workflows code. AWS handle all the infrastructure, scaling, and patching automatically. And MWAA is managed service, which reduces overhead but does not eliminate it. Your team is still responsible for key tasks like managing Python dependencies, planning Airflow version updates, and monitoring the performance of your worker nodes. It's offer more control, but require active maintenance. In short, step functions offer maximum simplicity by eliminating infrastructure management completely. MWAA provides the power and control of the full Airflow ecosystem, but require your team to be actively involved in the maintenance and tuning of the environment.
Great. Thank you, Maxim. It's clear that understanding your specific workloads and operational preferences is the key. We hope this episode offered valuable insights into orchestrating for your data workloads. Don't forget to subscribe for more episodes on analytics, orchestration tools, and complex data ecosystem. Keep putting your data in action.